There's a good Preciado from Preciado LLC. Today's date's June 7th, 2023, and I'm finally doing what the whole reason why I got into beekeeping was to make mead. So it's been 5 years, and I'm finally getting around to it. This is a jar of honey I guess I purchased that I just harvested from hives on my property. It's really thick, but I need at least 2.5 pounds to make a 1 gallon carboy of mead. So the jar itself weighed 1 pound 10.50 ounces. So let's see here, and this weighs 5.076 ounces, or 65 ounces. It just went up on me. So I need 2.5 pounds. So I'm gonna have to take out I'm gonna have to take out 2.5 pounds and leave 2.57 ounces in here to get the thing for the recipe. So we'll get that started here in a little bit. I got everything already going. I have my stuff and the equipment I'm going to use. I have sanitizing, and then I have some other equipment just in case. I have my black tea seeping already. I got 3 bags. My black tea seeping in my little Marine Corps jug. Ooh, and then I zested 7 lemons. I'll probably end up juicing 3 or 4 of those that we're going to use. Let me show you that. I've already zested them. I had the wife take a quick video of me doing it. So here's my lemon zest. There's the, okay, so it's 6 lemons that I zested. So got those there. And then I got everything in a sanitizer in this bucket here. I got a carboy there, but I'm not going to use that one. I'll probably use that one later when I do my transfer and then do my second meeting. But I got the carboy I'm going to use here. I just have it kind of drying. I did it with the no rinse sanitizer. But yeah, let me get a setup for I can juice the lemons, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that, and we'll get going. Alright, so I got my juicer ready, and I got my lemons cut. So let's put this on here and start juicing. I like this juicer because it's got a little, I don't want to say filtration system on the top, but it's got little things so the seeds and stuff don't go into it. I'm not too worried about getting pulp in the thing, because hopefully it'll all settle anyways. You gotta be careful with this thing. I don't know how many times it's come down and popped us in the head. But look at how good back in their juices. Freaking wife loves this thing. And we all love it, not just the wife. So alright, let me finish juicing these, and then we'll get back with you guys. Alright, I don't know how good that's gonna be. You can see all the seeds are caught up in there, and there's really no seeds and very little pulp. I'm not too worried about pulp though. So alright, so the yeast I'm using, it's Lavlin EC1118. It's not focusing. Focus! And it's a champagne yeast. So let's see. What's a sparkling wine? Ask for champagne yeast. I hope they didn't give me the wrong freaking product. So I'm going to rehydrate it. Just got to do. They said I can I could do the whole packet, but they said all I really need. They said that this can do up to. Excuse me. Can do up to 5 gallons. So I'm only doing 1 gallon. Let me mix that up. Get it? I'm mixing up with a thermometer that I have here because that's what I have handy. So, all right. So that's nice and mixed. We'll let that there hydrate for a little bit. Let me sanitize the tip of that. And then let me show you guys real quick. I have all my stuff laid out right here. Everything I need. See, I got my. So I got my funnel, sorry. So I got my funnel. This is, I don't know what it's called, but it's to take my gravity readings. So I got that. And then I have my black tea, my lemon zest, and my lemon juice. It's got a lot more pulp than I'd like, so I probably will end up running it through a skimmer. I actually have it in the sanitized bucket right now, so let me pull that out so I can let it dry. See, so there's that right there. So We're gonna let our yeast hydrate, rehydrate a little bit. Then we'll start our project. We'll probably start pouring the honey here in a little bit. Looks like my camera's getting ready to die, so I'm gonna put it to charge while I get everything else set up, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm back. It took me a little bit longer to go because I forgot. No, that's coming out, but those are raisins. I forgot we also needed raisins for this recipe. So now that I have all that stuff, we can start mixing. So let me turn this on right here so I can at least measure my my honey. See how fast this pours in, because you can see it's pretty thick, so it might it's going to take a while. Oh, I should have brought something so I'm not using my finger, but oh, I guess I'll use my finger. It's just honey. So we're going to let that pour in. So it's going to take a while, obviously, because it's not heated. I should have put it in a warm bath, but oh well. So let me get the 2.5 pounds in there, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so I have the last of the honey pouring in. I don't know if you guys can see that. And really quick, this is a 1 gallon recipe that I'm working on here, but this is a 10-gallon carb way, so there's going to be a big gap. So I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do my gravity reading, because I don't know how I'm going to get this in there to take a sample, but hopefully I'll be able to. So I'm just going to let the rest of this honey pour out, then I'll probably pour some water in here to try to get all of the honey in there. And then we'll throw in the rest of our ingredients. And, well, once I'll pour in about like half a gallon of water in there to mix it up. Once I mix it up, I'll throw in the rest of the ingredients, the lemon zest, the the lemon juice, the black tea, and the raisins. And then we'll be able to finish mixing up, then I'll throw in the rest of the water. Take a gravity reading, and then we should be add the yeast, and should be able to go. Should be good to go from there. So yeah, we're just waiting for this honey to freaking pour down. Next time I do this, I'll probably end up putting the jar of honey in a warm bath to loosen it up a little bit, so it'll pour a little bit quicker. All right, so the honey's almost done, going all the way down. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's quite. 2.5 gallons is quite a bit. So we got that done. I was gonna do the water, but I figured why do all that and then have to throw in all the ingredients and remix it. So I'm gonna throw in my black tea, my lemon juice, and then go from there. But let me see, it still has some honey in it. Let's see if throwing in the black tea will kind of help it. Nope. Oops, I'm spilling. I'm making a mess. It's okay, I got napkins right here. There it goes. Oh, we got a solid chunk of honey. See, now it's kind of, there it goes. See. Come on. Yep, it's going. Oh, here, there's a lot of honey down there. The funnel hole is really small, but I'm thinking it's going to be the honey that's probably making it look somewhat small. See, there's still chunks of honey going down, so that's good. Alright, next I'll do my tea, or not my tea, that was my tea, I already did my tea. Next I'll do my lemon juice. Make sure we get all that pulp out of there. There's a little bit of pulp in. Oh, it looks like some seeds might have gotten through, some really small seeds. So I'm glad I did that. Alright, next I'm going to do my, let me actually do this. Put you right there. Put you in there. Next, I'm gonna do my lemon zest. Just kind of dip my hands a little bit in the sanitizer. Now, I do wish I had a wide mouth. If I had a wide mouth, I probably would have done this in a sleeping bag, just to make it easier to pull out. But obviously, I don't have a wide mouth, so I'm not going to be able to do this in a sleeping bag. It's like I'm kind of making a mess. All right, got that in there. Let me do the raisins next. And the reason I did chop up a little bit, just because they say to chop them up to get the sugars and the starches out from them, so I did that. Eventually I'm going to have to probably invest in a 1 gallon carboy, or start doing 5 gallons worth of mead. I think option number 2 is probably better. 5 gallons worth of mead. But it's just a lot of honey. It's about 15 pounds of honey, give or take. So, all right, that's all the raisins there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more water to this. Looks like a little bit of juice and stuff still came in there, so. I wish I had a regular lid to put on this, so I can try to get the stuff from the top, but I'll figure something out. And the water here looks like it's getting the rest of the honey off the top here, so that's good. Some more work from going off. I don't know if I'm getting texted or just messages. All right, so there we go. Now put the top on that there. Dip my finger in. So I'm gonna mix this. I gotta go check my phone because it looks like work's texting. So let me get this mixed really good, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so I have it mixed. I'll let you know if this was a 1 pounder, probably a heck of a lot easier to mix. And then let me put that in the sanitizer real quick, just. Let me add some water. Oops, because I should really be careful. Oh, plus. All right. Let me put this cap back on it, mix it some more real quick, and then we'll take a gravity reading of it and see where it's at. My hands are wet. That's that noise at the bottom of the tank we're hearing. But all right, let's see. Grab my notebook so I can do do my gravity reading here. So see, this is going to go, you know, always want to have to tilt it and hopefully be able to get something on without spilling. Oh, I'm already spilling. And it sucks because to do my final gravity reading, I'm going to have to do this and this. I'm going to see if I can't purchase a 1 gallon one, and then I'll just transfer it to the 1 gallon and do my gravity reading from there. But this thing, it's still not floating. There we go. Now it's floating. Alright, so now that's floating. Let's get our gravity reading. Let me see. So my original gravity. Alright, I'm trying to figure this out. It's been a while since I've done this. So it's floating in the right spot. It's floating in like the table, not the table, the wing. So it looks like it's 1.070. So my OG is going to be 1.070. All right, so that's our starting gravity. So let me pour this back in here. A lot of people say not to, but everybody that does Mead seems to do it and seems to be okay with it because they say they sanitize. So there should be no issues of pouring this back in there. And there's still a little bit of pulp in there, looks like, but oh, never mind, that's not pulp, that's the orange zest. Duh. All right, I'm gonna have to clean up here. So next, we're gonna pitch our yeast. I'm gonna need the funnel for this probably, just to make sure it all goes in there. All right, so yeast has been pitched now. Put that in there. Let me shake that up a little bit, make sure the yeast gets in there, starts doing what he needs to do. Let's put the carboy on there, or not the carboy, the air chingaderas. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna pour some vodka in there to make sure it stays sanitized, so in case something does spill in there, it doesn't cause a mess. Alright, now all we're going to do is just keep an eye on it, see if it starts fermenting. I'm going to keep it up here on the counter for a little bit. See, it's 5:12 right now. See how long it takes it to start bubbling, if it starts bubbling. And if it does, I'll turn the camera back on and show you guys. If not, I'll check it tomorrow. But, right now I'm going to start cleaning up this mess I made so the wife doesn't get mad at me. And then yeah, I'll get back with you guys in either a couple hours if I remember, or I'll show you guys tomorrow when I only say about 12 to 24 hours is when it should start bubbling really good. So like I said, it's 5:12. I'm going to work at 8. I'll be home by 6, so that'll be over 12 hours. So if nothing starts happening before I go to work, I'm going to probably put in our spare bedroom in the closet so it's somewhere nice and dark. And then I'll check it tomorrow morning, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I don't know how good that's coming out because I have it in the closet here, and it looks like it started fermenting a little bit. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's coming out or not. There's a little bubble on the bottom. Probably need a flashlight to show you guys, but one thing I forgot is it's not bubbling up here yet. And the reason being is I remembered that I'm only doing 1 gallon in a 5-gallon carboy. So there's all this empty space here that can fill up with gas before it'll start bubbling up here. So I'm going to go online and probably purchase some 1-gallon carboys. Amazon has, like, you can get like 4 of them for like $50. So I might do something like that. But yeah, like I said, I'll get a flashlight tomorrow morning and show you guys, but it looks like it's actually, let me get one right now. Alright, there we go, obviously. So, as you can see, there is a lot of headspace. Normally you would fill it up to just the neck right here, and not the neck, but like the shoulders, I guess. And then it would be able to bubble up the rest. So, but, I mean, you can kind of see the zest, like, then you see the bubbles on there, so it is bubbling a little bit. I'm sure hopefully tomorrow there'll be a lot more than you can already see at the bottom, all the sediment down there. So we'll see. I mean, we'll just keep an eye on it, and see how it does. I'll check it tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there. And then probably after I check it tomorrow morning, I might wait a week before I check it again. But yeah, that's coming out. You kind of see some of the sediment moving. So alright, so it's the next day. This thing has a little bit over about 13 hours and 20 minutes that it got in here. So let's see. I was looking. So let me put some light on it. You can see there is a lot more bubbles and stuff down there. So that's good. That means it is fermenting. You see the raisins there are floating. So there is fermentation going on. So that's good. Like I said, there's too much airspace in here. So I'm not really seeing any activity up here on the bubbler here, the airlock. But I think because, yeah, there's just too much headspace in here. I did order a largemouth 1 gallon fermenter, so I can start doing that. But I like it so far. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's funny how the raisins are just kind of suspended there. But I don't know if it's coming out on camera, but I mean, you can see bubbles coming up on it. So that's good. So we'll probably give this here, I want to say maybe 3 weeks to a month in here, and then I'll recheck it and see how it's doing. But yeah, I'll see you guys in about a month or so. Alright, so today's August 10th, 2023, so it's been a little bit over a month since I got this mead started here. So what we're going to do is, the fermentation process on it is done, so I'm going to take a gravity reading on it. It smells pretty good. And we'll do a gravity reading, a taste test, and then probably, I think I'm going to do a cold cold crush on this just to get a little bit more clearer. I'm not freaking liking this one bit. It's gonna freaking stir everything up again at the bottom. See, that's just stirring everything up. I'm almost tempted to send it to, I wanted a cold crash it in here, but I'm almost tempted to, just because it's so hard to get to, putting it in my, I guess it would be like my second fermenter. That will go for me. Let me, I'm going to have to clean it out if I do that, but let's take a reading, see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. And, but yeah, I think, well, no, I mean, I've already stirred everything up, so it doesn't matter what I do now. It's going to be a little freaking, not hard to get to, but I mean, I've already stirred everything up, so I'll just cold crush it here, let it cool, or not let it cool, but let it cold crush till it clears up. Then I'll pass it to my second fermenter, add back sweetener to it if it needs it, and then once I do that, I'll end up if I need to cold crush it, or yeah, cold crush it again, I'll cold crush it again. If not, then I'll just end up bottling it, and hopefully we should be good. Because once I add back sweetener, what I want to do is I want to make sure it's not going to start fermenting on me again, and go from there. But yeah, and all my stuff was sanitized before I started this, in case people are wondering. But it's still, no, it's still not floating. So. It's been a little bit over a month. I just pretty much set it and forget it, and now we're getting ready to go on a trip here soon. So I just want to see where we're going to be at once we go on this trip and come back. All right, let me see. So my starting gravity on this one was 1.070, and it looks like right now we are actually at 1.00. So that's good. 1.00. All right, let me grab a cup so I can taste this real quick, and then I don't know what my wife's doing, but it smells really lemony, which I'm kind of happy about. So as you can see, it's not very clear. I'll put the rest back in here. I don't want to probably just aerated the heck out of this by doing that, didn't I? I didn't even think about that. But oh well. As you can see, it's not very clear. You could definitely smell the lemon and honey on it. Let me put this back on. Let me take a sip. Oh yeah, the lemon flavor on it is definitely overpowering, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna have the wife take a taste, see how she likes it. But I'll be right back. All right, so I put that Ziploc up there with the rubber band just because it wouldn't fit in the fridge with the I can't remember the high brain part, but it wouldn't fit in the fridge with the airlock on it. There we go, with that chingaders. So I just do like that. So we'll put in there, and then it says you pretty much put in there till it clears up. So hopefully that'll help it clear up. And I shook it up a lot, so you can see there's a lot of stuff down there at the bottom. So This says it can take anywhere from a day to a week to 2 weeks. So, like I said, we're going on a trip here soon. So I'll just put it in there. I'll probably check it tomorrow, see how it looks, and then come back on. Then we come back from our trip. I'll take a look at it and see if it's ready to go into the second fermenter. And wife didn't like the smell or the taste, even though it's the one she asked me to make for her. But so what I'll end up doing is oh, sorry, I'm having trouble talking today. So I'll end up back sweetening this one once it's ready. So I'll put in the second fermenter. I'll probably put it into a cold crash again for about a week or so just to see, and then actually I might just add the sweetener on it, do the back sweetening on it, and then put it in a cold crash from there. But we'll see. But we'll do that. I'm gonna do some more research on it because I might have to actually put in the second fermenter, add the back sweetener on it, keep it out, make sure it's not gonna actually ferment. And if it does start to ferment, then let it finish the process of the second fermentation, and then do a cold crash on it. But then put it in the fridge, and then I'll show you guys that process, and then we'll go from there. All right, so here it is in the fridge. It looks like the airlock might have fit in it, but I'm like, oh, well, too late now. So this fridge is a little dirty, but I've had a couple beers and stuff exploding here, as you can see. So this is like my beer fridge. But yeah, so I have it in here, and hopefully it'll stay nice and cool, and it'll clear out here in a week or so. Okay, so it's August 23rd? Yeah, August 23rd. So this thing's been in cold snap for 13 days, so almost 2 weeks. It cleared up a little bit, not as much as I like it to. Unfortunately, it got shaken up when I moved it, so I'm gonna throw it into a second fermenter, and then do back sweeten on it. But before I do that, I'm gonna check the OG again on it and go from there. So everything's been sanitized already. So I can put this in here and put some of this in here. Then I'm gonna check the gravity once I have it in here. So let's start this here, see what happens. All right, there it goes. Yeah, and I can see some of the, because they're still floating around, obviously some of the lemon zest I put in there. So I can see some of that stuff in there, but we'll see. I mean, I am going to get a lot of junk, unfortunately, in it, just because I wish I had a, what's it called, a filter system or something I could use. All right, that's all I'm going to grab on this one here. Go watch out for the fan. The reason being, it's starting to pick up a lot of the stuff from the bottom end. The thing's getting full, and I need to still add the honey to it to back sweeten it. So let me put this in here right there, just so it's not really dripping everywhere. So let me get a gravity reading on this here, and then we'll do a taster of it and go from there. Oh, this is way easier than I was doing it before, tilting that over. That still isn't really floating. There we go. 0.00, so that's good. Let me grab the honey to back sweeten it, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I have my honey here. I'm gonna just add it and back sweeten it. I ended up, oh shoot, yeah, see, that's why I don't want to go that high with it. I don't think I'll be able to add it all, but oh well. Yeah, it's like right at the rim, which is fine. It's been back sweetened. Let me put the lid on this, and then I'll have, yep, too much, see that? Let me actually pull a little bit of this out and see how it does. And then maybe give it a little taste. Let's see how it tasted with the added honey on it. I tasted it. Wife says it still smells lemony, but still chemically. But I tasted it. But I just have coffee too, so I don't know if that's affecting the taste buds, but it could use a little bit longer. So, all right. So right there. All right, let's see how. It's not too bad. But actually, I do want to add all that honey, so I hate doing this, but I'm gonna take out more and then add more honey. All right, let's see, that's enough for. All right, yeah, that's good right there. Sweet. We'll give it a while, keep an eye on it, see if it'll clear up, and then we'll go from there. I'm just gonna put it back in the closet, see if it starts fermenting again, and then we'll go from there. If it does, great. If not, then hopefully it'll clear up, and then I can rack it and go from there. I'll do some research, see if I'm gonna cold snap it again, but let me put an airlock on it, and we should be good to go. So it's been a few weeks, and as you can see, it's still not very clear. So I'm gonna end up transferring into another container and putting some clearing agent in it, see if that helps out. And I'll show you guys what I'm gonna put in it here in a little bit. All right, so I got it transferred over, and there's a stuff I'm gonna use called Turbo Clear. So it's two parts. I gotta do part A first and then part B. So I put part A in, mix it around a little bit, let it sit for an hour, and then I add part B, and then mix that around a little bit also, and then let that sit for 24 hours, and then it should be clear. So we'll see how that works out. First, I'm gonna do those. I have the other two that I'm working on, the mango and the berry one, so I got to clear those out also, because I'm just gonna, because this does 6.6 UX gallons, and technically only have 3 gallons, so I don't want to waste all of it on just one of these. So I'm gonna end up doing the other 3 and at least get all 3 of them cleared and maybe ready to bottle here tomorrow or hopefully sooner. All right, so I have all 3 of them here, so I'm pretty much just gonna probably end up combining the video from here. So if you watch one at this part here, it'll just pretty much end up repeating itself. So let me, God, I hope I cut this right. So I'm gonna do the 90 first. Let me pop these lids off right here. Put it off to the side for right now. All right, it just says this needs to kind of evenly coat it, so let's. Mix it up a little bit. Oh boy, I might have too much in there. Oh, no, there we go. All right, so these all have stuff in them now. Set the stir a little bit to make sure, not too much though. So it's more of a stir than, and not a shake, if that makes any sense. So put you back on. Put you back on. All right, we'll give it an hour. It's 1:15. Hey, look at that. Well, 1:15 on that clock. It's 1:12 actually. But so we'll give it an hour, and then let me grab a top for this one here, and then we'll go from there, and then I'll add the next one. All right, so it's been over an hour, so let's add the second part. I want to show you guys on this one here. It looks like it's already, well, actually, yeah, on this one here, it looks like it's already working pretty good. So we'll see, but it just sucks. I really should have probably put this like in some sort of a measuring cup or something. A little bit more for each one. Just trying to. All right, you should be good to go. Same thing with these. You just gotta kind of stir them a little bit, not too much, just enough to get everything in there. So it's 2:13. So looks like it's just been over an hour. So we're gonna put the corks back on these, and then we'll check back on them tomorrow. Actually, I want to show you guys. I guess I can't now that I stirred it, but all right, we'll check on these tomorrow and see how they look, and maybe they'll be ready to bottle. Which reminds me, I should probably look for bottles and sanitize them so they're ready to go for tomorrow. All right, so it's actually been a little bit over 24 hours. It's been more like 48. You can see it looks a lot clearer. It's not where I'd like it to be, but obviously I don't think it's going to get any better than that. As you can see, there's a lot of sediment at the bottom here. So I'm going to go ahead and start bottling it. I got bottles ready there. So let me get set up and we'll go from there. All right, I don't know how good that's coming out on camera, but this is my little bottling wand here. So let me put that in there. Let me start siphoning some of this out here, hopefully without spilling any. This might be like a two-person job. Almost smells like apple juice, I want to say. I'm gonna try something. Let me put this here. I'm just trying to see if I can't hold that down while I see. I don't like that, all that air that's going in there, but let's see. There it goes. Oh, it's filling up now, so that's good. See how many bottles I get. All right, one bottle so far. grab this bottle and bring it closer so it's ready to go. I gotta figure out a way to mark them so I know what's what. Depending on how they taste, I might gift them, I might not. But no, if they taste good, I might gift some to some of my friends for the holidays, and then we'll go from there. But I just wish it was a lot clearer. I have a bottle already in the fridge of some that doesn't have any clearing agent on it. I'll go grab it so we can compare it, see how it looks. But yeah, let me finish filling these up, see how many I get, and I'll get back with you guys. So we ended up with a total of 4.5 bottles. As you can see, it looks a little bit more clear now than it did before, so that's good. This here's the bottle I had in the fridge, just so you guys can kind of compare and see how it's cloudy compared to the rest of it. But I'm going to go grab a flashlight to show you guys exactly how it looks. Alright, so I have my flashlight here. As you can see, that bottle, it looks still a little cloudy, but it's a lot clearer than the other bottle here. So that's just kind of a little go by, and let me show you guys on these other bottles also how it looks. And it's pretty clear, a lot clearer than it was before, which is good. And then we have this half bottle here that's a little clear, got a little bit of sediment floating around in it, but not too much, so it came out pretty good, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and do a taste test on this here and see how it comes out. Alright, first pour from the half bottle, so it looks pretty good. It looks pretty clear, as you can see, and it smells pretty good too, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see how it tastes. Alright, so the taste actually pretty good. It came out a lot better than I expected, so that's good. I'll probably end up gifting, like I said, some of these bottles to some friends. I'm definitely going to give one to one of my Patreon followers, James, so see how he likes it. I go on here talking about just some different flavor palettes I'm getting and stuff like that, but I can't remember right now. It's been a long day, but that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Patreon also. Thanks for watching.